Hi everybody, this is Anthony from Sunny Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I hope you are having a great week. It is Tuesday evening here, or afternoon here in South Africa, and 10:05 in the afternoon. And I apologize for not bringing you a video yesterday. But yeah, I came home very late, so I could not make a video. But I've got one today, and I think it's going to be a pretty easy one. I don't think we're going to have a lot of problems. It's going to be a little bit different in the sense that I'm going to tell you about certain things rather than show you all of them, but I'll show you the basics. So what we're going to be working with today is that I'm sure all of you have a lot of this. Now this is from die cut, dies. No, not dies. Rewind. Okay, it is from digital papers that I printed, and what happens is that most of the digital papers don't print till the end, to the end of the page, and then we're left with all these scraps over here. Now these are pretty big, but then I have some that are really thin as well, and no matter what the size is, you can use them. So I've got a ton of these, and then I've got a ton of scraps lying on my right hand side over here. And I think I showed you the scrap box many times, and then I also showed you this box sometime last year as well, where I keep all these pieces. I mean, these are big pieces, as I mentioned, they are wide, but I keep the narrowest of pieces as well. And I wanted to let you know what we can do with them. So strips and scraps and what we can do with them. But before I tell you what we can do with them, I thought I will maybe do one or two with you. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to take our scraps, and I have lots on this side over here. I might pull out some more pages, but we will see. And then all we're going to do is that we are going to glue it down, and that's basically it. So it will look something like this. I don't even have one to show to you because I think I used all of them, but hey, it's not difficult. Let's go for it. Yep. So I hope you are doing well, and that you've already got the crafting week ahead of you or planned. And I'm just using a glue stick over here. You can use wet glue as well, doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'll give you some tips as we go along. Depending on the project that you have, it will dictate the thickness or the weight of the scrap that you actually need. Okay, so I am just going to do a generic one, and then I'm going to show you a little bit later, or when I show you some of the completed products, then I will tell you about what you need. Okay, so let's do, what thickness you shouldn't be using. So all I do is on the bottom one here, I glue it a little bit more, and then I glue that. And you can have straight edges, you can have torn edges, you can have it the way you want to, doesn't really matter. Okay, so I got some here. No, I don't, let's not use that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh dear, got the sneezes. Not sure why, but it's there. Yeah, so just trying to get some paper out over here. I was playing around yesterday with this idea, and I just had all these pieces of paper that on the top of the box. So I just pulled those out quickly to work with. So yeah, so let's see how fast we can work. Gosh, it's hot here now. And I don't know where's my remote for my aircon, but yeah, I think it's all the lights. So there seems to be a storm brewing. I'm not sure. Now you notice that I'm not inking. You can go ahead and you can ink, It doesn't really matter. The choice is yours, what you want to do. Yeah, so I know you're going to say, oh, but that music paper is way too big, it's not a scrap. It's because I've been using my music paper up, that I've got very little scraps in terms of music paper nowadays in my box over here. So you can see that it does get finished. The scrap, well, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't think anyone's scraps get finished. To me, if your scraps are finished, you're doing a very good job at it, or you're not creating pieces that you know, generate as many scraps. So give us some tips if that is the case. Okay, yeah, so can you see that? Now that overlaps that. I'm cool with it. I don't have a problem with it. And let's see. No, that doesn't go all the way through. So let's take this one here now. And let's try to work a bit faster. Okay, and let's add that one there. Just gonna push it through there till the end. And then see, look at that. I mean, that was literally probably an off print or something like that, which I will then use. And then that big piece that you saw over there, well, guess what? It is going to go for, you can use that on a thinner one. Let's use maybe a thicker one here. Yeah, it will probably go towards you know, paper strips or paper, homemade paper. Yeah, so that can happen there. And then let's see, doesn't really matter which way you put it. I just like the not so neat edges, and then you can just do that. Okay, and then you just continue. You can't literally continue like that, and you get what you want to get. So I'm going to use these here because they are pages that I can't use. They're not full digitals, so just making the most of it like this here. Okay, so someone asked me, when is it enough to you know, like, when will you throw your scraps away? I'm gonna throw that away. Okay, all right, but just before I continue, just give me 1 second. I just needed to bring a die to the table so that hopefully I don't forget to show that off. Okay, someone has asked me to show that, and if I did not bring it to the table here, I would have probably forgotten, and I'm hoping that even if it's sitting over there, that I'm going to remember it. Okay, so that's basically it. This is quite a long piece of paper, so that I have here, and I just got some, guys and ladies, I don't know what this is, so I can't tell you. Maybe, I don't know. No, it's not sticker sheet. I don't know, sorry, I can't remember what this is, but it is non-stick. Got the non-stick mat and stuff like that, so probably will pull it out sometime. I'm not in a hurry. Is one I'm looking for. Just can't seem to find it. It's like hiding from me. That's so weird. Yes. Yeah. Now you will say, oh, but this is not a real scrap. It is, because my printer gave me some issues, which meant that I got some lines on it. So yeah, going down, so I could not use it in things. So even your misprints, are going to be considered your scraps. And then one like that, maybe there, and then like that, and then maybe one more piece that looks upside down. So let's turn it around because I can see some numbers there. Okay, and then the last one, maybe we'll add some of this here. And here too, you'll say, oh, it's not a scrap, but it didn't print properly for me. So I want to show you something here as well, just now. Hope I don't forget. And yeah, that's it. So there's one done, and then you just leave it to dry. Okay, so just leave it to dry, and just get me some water here, because now this mat is sticky. Yeah, and then maybe I'll just, that's it. I'm going to show you that, and then I am going to leave that. Okay, so while that is drying over there, okay, let's try and cut it up. Let's try and cut it up because I want to show you some other stuff over here. Yeah, I can, you know, there's certain things that I can use this for. So all right, so let's start with what we can use it for. And let's start with the basic ones where there's not a lot of work to be done on it. Right, so the thicker they are, then the better they will be suited for some of the projects that we have in mind for these. Now, I'm sure you saw videos like this over and over again, but sometimes it's nice to remind ourselves of what we can do, okay, with our scraps. And I probably had a video probably like this. I can't remember. I'll be honest with you, I can't remember, okay? But I'm sure even if I did, now those are like, you know, I'm gonna throw those away now. Even if I did, I probably, you know, might have some other ideas as well. Okay, so just trying to put that away there, that, and that. Okay, so that's that, and yeah, looks neat enough. Okay, so what now? What are we going to do with the strip? Well, I think the obvious one is going to be if you have a journal. Okay, let's say this is our journal. Then we can use it as a side tuck, like that. Okay, so side tuck, and then, you know, you can embellish it however you want to. Side tuck here, and you can, or side pocket, and you can add some things in it. Then you can use it as a belly band. Okay, so use it as a belly band. Or if it was a little bit narrower, okay, so you could use it as just a border on your page, right? So this is a bit too thick, but if it was narrower, I would use it as a border. So there's about 10 or 11 things that I figured I can use it for, right? Then, okay, so that's what you can use it for. So we did a belly band, number 1. Side pocket, number 2, a border on your page, number 3. Okay, but now look at how I can take this, like what I did here. Just trying to get this out, and this is the one I worked on here, and here I only use neutrals. And I was like, right, I don't always have to have a plain border. There you go. I'm gonna have a border. I use the die to cut this border out, so I can use that as well as my border. Now how absolutely pretty is that, okay, as a border, right? So there's borders over there, right? Next, what you're going to do is you're going to then use this as a die cut. So there's the die here that I cut out, And where's that piece over here? Let's see. There's it here. There's the piece that I cut. Okay, neutral leaves. So that's the die cut. Right. So the next thing we're going to do is just put these away here because we finished. Now, you don't only have to do a die cut like that. You can die cut numbers even. Okay, so here's a few numbers that I actually die cut. Okay, so those are die cuts. Then you can use it for page reinforcers. Oh, there's more die cuts. There's some page reinforcers over here that I used it for. Okay, and there's more die cuts here. Look. Yeah, and where's the leaf one? There's the leaf one here. Right. There's the leaf one here. Then you can use it for mini tags. These mini tags that we have over here that I use my die cut, but you don't have to use your die for it. Okay, you can get away, you can just cut them freehand. Then what else can we use them for? Okay, so here I've made a paper ruffle. Now the only thing I'm going to tell you about this paper ruffle and some tips on it is that number one, make sure the paper you use is not going to crumble or break or tear when you are using, you know, like folding your ruffle, because this one here, so this paper was quite old and delicate and it tore over there. Okay, and then I just put a stitch down. The other thing you want to make sure is that your base, so this part here, is not very thick if you want to make a ruffle. Otherwise you're going to find it hard to what's the word, fold, and then also it's going to add way too much of a bulk to your journal. So there's a ruffle here that I did, and all I did is I did zigzag stitching through it. Okay, so the other thing you can do, oh, there's another tag over here, a mini tag. Okay, then the other thing you can do is you can make, this is like a well-known one now, you can make altered paper clips, so banner paper clips. Okay, and then you can make page tabs. Okay, so you can take something like this now and you can say, okay, I want to make some page tabs with it, and all you do is, you see how wide it is. I think this side is going to be too narrow for me, so I'm going to turn it on the side here, and I'm going to punch out some page tags on it here. Okay, and let's just put it in this way again, like that. Okay, like that. And then the next thing you can do is you can then say, okay, I got stamps here, I'm going to make a ticket. Okay, so I don't need to make a ticket this way. All I can do is I can say, right, like that. Okay, and I can cut it here like this, maybe like that. And then I can use my, sorry for stretching, oh, and stretch and you still get the wrong tool, Anthony, and then you forget that you keep the tool on this side. Nice, so you don't have to stretch. Then I can use this to make my little notches for my ticket, like that, like that. Okay, can you see that? So now you've got a ticket. Or, because I'm not perfect at doing this, okay, so there's some tabs, and somewhere around I have more tabs. I don't know where they are. Just want to show this to you. Just give me a second, 1 minute. Well, I'm so sorry about that. I had my son walking up the stairs and he had come back from school, and he I called out to him to say I'm doing a video, and he had to come and give me, then he had to go and have a bath and then tell me all the stories of the day. So yeah, when he's around, I can't talk. He has to get his say out, let's put it that way. Okay, so I had to give him that little attention. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. And then let's say now you got your ticket like that, but maybe you don't want your ticket like that. Let's say I want a ticket that looks maybe something like this. Now, I've never used these stamps before, so it's going to be fun to use them. Let's try them. Okay, you can see they're still new. Okay, like that. Sure, I am really boiling now. Right, and there's so many others. You can even use it to make stamps. Okay, you know, like faux stamps. Don't know how this is going to come out. It doesn't feel like it's taking a lot of ink, but let's do it. Okay, so here's a ticket here that we could have made. Oh, it actually stamped very nicely. And then all I'll do is I'll take my scissor. Better than I expected it to stamp. Like that. Like that. There. And then just cut off the edges. Like that. And voila. Oh, this is, ladies, this is so adorable. This is adorable. That ticket is adorable. I am so going to make more of those. Okay, so that's what you got. That's about 10 things that we discussed. So let's recap quickly. So just trying to move the dirt away here. Okay, so let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so we have paper clips. Number 1, paper clips. Number 2, tabs. Okay, if you got a tab die, you can do it, or you can just cut it out from your paper. Number 3, die cuts. So where's all our die cuts? There's some flowers there, some numbers, and some leaves. Okay, number 4, file reinforcers. Now, how pretty are those file reinforcers? And then number 5, your page border. So I cut it up. I cut that piece up now to show you what to do with it. Okay, but you know, I showed you how to do the page border with it. Ruffles. Okay, but this is also a page border, so we can make that count as a page border. Ruffles, belly bands. Okay, so I've shown you the belly band, and side tucks, tickets, mini tags. But I tell you, I must admit, the cutest for me has to be the ticket. I love it. I will be making so many more. I'll tell you which are my favorites over here. Now that I look at it, the tickets, the mini tags, those tabs, you know, the tabs over there. These flowers are so gorgeous. Oh man, almost everything. Okay, and I'm not a banner person like this, but that is cute as well. But I will embellish that now. I will then go ahead and embellish it, you know, with little die cuts or fussy cut images or whatever. So that is it. I have to make more tickets. I just have to. Okay, and yeah, so I wanted to show this to you quickly. So there's the pieces I cut from. This was quite a narrow one, and from this I got my whole reinforcers here, my numbers, my flowers, and my mini tickets. my mini tags. Look at it, from one piece, which we would probably say, oh, you know what am I going to do with it? So it's what you can, throw away, and you've got your scraps, and it is adorable. So let me try and show this to you quickly, more close up, so you must be wondering, what am I talking about? And when you see it, then you'll know. So there's the paper clip, which I am going to definitely embellish. Okay, oops, paper clip. My tabs, look at how cute they are, especially when they are inked. Look at they. That's 1, 2, don't know, the 3rd one, the 4th one. Okay, and what's it now? Die cuts. Oh, how gorgeous is this? No, I can't see, so I'm trying to show this to you. There's your die cuts. Okay, and then your file reinforcers. Okay, your page borders. Now look how intricate and lovely that looks. Okay, and belly bands you saw, side tucks you saw, tickets. Okay, I only made 1 because it takes some time, but look at that. How cute is that ticket? Okay, but I showed you the other way as well. And your mini tags. Look how cute is that? Okay, and then your ruffle. Okay, and all that with stuff that you just was going to throw away anyway. Okay, so that was that. And then now, lucky I left it on my desk because now I can tell you, there is a subscriber. I did a video, I think it was on clusters or something like that, I'm not sure, and then I used part of this and I tore it out and I put it on the clusters, I believe. And I was saying what a pain it was to, it's so pretty, but it is an absolute pain to cut out and like weed it, kind of a thing. So my viewer wanted to know which one it was, so this is the one that I have used. Okay, and oh gosh, I can't remember where I got this from. Can't remember, but I think it was possibly last year, but it's quite a good one. Okay, it's just annoying to weed. And that's it, ladies and gents. And just before I go, I want to thank all my new subscribers, because I got quite a few new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing, and also reaching out to those that watch but are not subscribers. So if you like this kind of content and you would like to see more of this type of content, then please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I try to bring out videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but if I don't make a Monday, depending, I might bring it out on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, and then also I want to thank my subscribers that have been here for ages, and you're always commenting and you're always watching the video, so I really do thank you for your support. And for everybody, old, new, and potential ones, please give this video a thumbs up if you felt that it was useful. It is not a process video, it's just something I brought to you quickly. And then also comment. So if you watch this video till the end, then do comment strips and scraps. Strips and scraps. Okay, so I know that you watched it till the end and you're listening to everything I have to say right now. Okay, and then also just happy crafting. Have a blessed week ahead, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care, everybody. Lots of love from me, Santhony at Sannie Creates. Bye-bye.